There are many statistics showing how do we waste resources. E.g., in the US, some 40% grocery is never sold and also is being thrown away, or even though we have recycling bins and we are quite efficient in disposing the waste accordingly, in reality, only 9% of plastic waste is recycled, as found in a recent study by journal Science Advances. And I could continue, but I leave that up to someone more professional, as we have Jana Bábiková from Sarah Advisory here to open the topic. Jana, so what can we do to improve our behavior? What should be done or what needs to be done? Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome here. Welcome here. I was just talking about the waste we are producing and how we waste our resources, and that there's a lots and lots of work to be done to improve our behavior and to move from linear to circular economy. And circular economy is exactly what you focus on. So now please give us the advices. What has to be done?
So for circular economy, it is basically a change in the whole system of production and consumption. What we are talking here today, it is basically everything from product design into the materials that we are going to be using. Basically, it's the change of the whole system so that we produce things that could be repaired. And from materials that could be further recycled, because not every material is easily recycled, and also there's a huge problem of not recycling even the materials that are being used. Okay, so basically this is the infographics of the circular economy loop. And you can see what everything comes into the circular economy. It's the raw materials, it's the design, it's the production, it's also the distribution and the whole chain of the production process, and then it's also the consumption, and then further collection from the consumers and recycling of the materials. It's a change from the current system, which basically just uses materials, produces, distributes, then some people consume the product, and then everything goes to waste. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, here's the why of the circular economy and why we should basically change to this system. As I was saying, annually we use 92 billion tons of raw materials in the world, and this number is only rising every year. And especially this year with the pandemic and with all the changes happening in the world, we saw more than 100% rise in the annual price of plastic and also other materials like metal. And now we're hearing everywhere about the shortages of chips. And it's going to have huge impacts on computer production, automobile production, etc., etc. And what is interesting is that the whole world is just 9% circular, while the circular economy could solve the problem of the shortage of materials and things like that. So this is like why we should really be focusing on circular economy. And then there's also the business perspective, basically, when, for example, 52% of Czechs say that filter activities of companies are a very important factor in their shopping decisions. And 1/3 of Czech CEOs have already taken actions in decreasing their company's CO2 emissions, and also like circular economy is a huge factor in both these issues. And according to statistics, already 4 million work positions have been created in the EU thanks to circular economy practices. So it really has also the business potential and the environmental benefits to it. There's something about our organization. We are a consulting and advisory firm that specializes in circular economy across all industries and sectors. We are a sister organization of the Institute of the Circular Economy, which was the first organization that began talking about this topic in the Czech Republic. And what we're focused on is advisory and strategic in the production. Also, we do corporate training, events, networking, some research and analysis, especially in the legislative frameworks. And we also do advisory in PR and communication, especially when it comes to strategies and in communicating sustainable activities of companies, as there's a huge problem of greenwashing at the moment. So we're helping companies avoid this. Here are some ideas how company can begin with the circular economy, because for a lot of them at the beginning it sounds really scary that they should change basically the process, but there are really easy ways to begin. For example, it's the circular offices, where you can do the audit of how your office works, where you get resources like coffee, energy, how you manage your water consumption, etc. Then there's events and networking, where you can meet like-minded people and learn from them, learn from your projects. It's also what we are doing here today, where we're going to learn about amazing projects from all other speakers. And you can also do some training and webinars for your own employees, so that they can learn more about circular economy and come up with their own ideas and their own projects. Here are already some companies that are working with us and are on their circular journey. And that is all. Thank you.
Jana Bábiková presented what can be done, and that every one of us can start we can start with ourselves, which is obvious, and not all of us is doing that. So